Hello, Taurus. Welcome to the YouTube channel Divinely Transformed. My name is Lisa. I'll be doing your reading today for January of 2020. This is for the collective of Taurus. Some, none, or all of this may apply. Just take what resonates for you. Remember, time is fluid, and it may happen in the month of January. It may happen a little bit before. It may happen a little bit after. Or it may never happen at all, depending on what part of the collective of Taurus that you're a part of. So I already shuffled a bit off camera. I'm going to shuffle some more here. Hear the energy of the cards. I forgot to do that before I started the camera, sorry. So this is going to be, like I said, a collective general reading for Taurus. Please read my watch my introductory video on how to interpret these videos by sign, because your birth chart has a lot of different signs, and the different placements are for the different areas of your life that you may or may not be looking for yourself or for someone else. So let's go ahead and get started here. Say a little prayer. I call upon earth, air, fire, water, spirit, and ether. I also call upon my angels, ascended masters, Yahweh, Yeshua, the Holy Spirit, to show me what I need to see for this reading. This reading is intended for the highest good of all, in all time and space, and in all universes, and so it is. Thank you, Spirit Team. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. I will go through it card by card, and then at the end of it, we'll put it all together. So, just got to recalibrate my last video upload here. Done. Alright. Please show me for the collective of Taurus for January 2020. Alright, so first card out. Situation card. We have the Six of Wands. What a great card to have first, especially for your situation. Six of Wands is an achievement, a success, a victory in something that was very important to you. You won. Whatever it is, we'll find out. Next card out, we have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is what crosses you right now. Page of Wands speaks to being passionate about something. Two wands together here. Lots and lots of passion. Lots of passion for whatever the situation is for you, whether it be your home life, your love life, your work life, whatever you're passionate about, whatever you got a victory in, you're passionate, you're happy, you're looking forward to the future. Good news. Let's see what else is coming out here for Taurus. January 2020. So far, so good. When I do these readings, I take the cards that fall if there aren't too many, because I believe those are the ones that the Spirit wants me to have. So here we go. The base of the spread, you have the Knight of Pentacles. This could be referring to Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to. This is about moving slow, careful, methodical, purposeful. And they say that the Knight of Pentacles is the only one that reaches its end destination goal, because it takes a long time, but he's making sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed and everything's taken care of before he moves forward, which is very responsible. So your energy is definitely coming out here, Taurus. Could be you, could be someone around you with earth sign energy here. But like I said, it doesn't have to. They could just be in that energy. Oh, and back to this Page of Wands. Page of Wands could be referring to a fire sign. Doesn't have to. Fire signs of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. May or may not. Could just be in your chart. So, looking good. Slow and steady wins the race. No time to be impatient here, Taurus. Let's see what else is coming up here for you for January 2020, please. You planned this out. You've done your best. You have success, victory, maybe even some public recognition. Because this Six of Wands speaks to public recognition as well. Whether that be on a small or large scale, it just depends on your situation. So, on our past card, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it speaks to possibly having bad luck in the past. But to me, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse represents that it just wasn't the right time for whatever this was. Whatever you were trying to work on to get to this success and recognition, it's been a very long, long wait for you. You were very passionate about, that you've successfully done. This speaks to it didn't happen before because it wasn't the right time. And that's how I see that in this spread so far. So what else is coming up here for Taurus for January 2020? Crowning the spread, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands represents someone who is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Represents news, just like the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands here. All different news here. This is all news. Different people coming into your life. Could be you, could be someone else. But the Knight of Wands in reverse speaks to no more in and out energy. Like, no more here today, gone tomorrow. Over and over again. Could be read as either positive or negative. But for me, that this can be a positive thing, but at the same time, it could also mean someone in this situation has been arrogant or restless or reckless, even, is what I meant to say. Maybe hyperactive, loud, overly confident. Someone who has a lack of self-discipline or lack of self-control. Someone who could be afraid. Someone who might have a chip on their shoulder, might be violent, jealous, abusive, or volatile, which I hope not. But I don't think it's any of those negative aspects because of the victory card and the Page of Wands for the good news that we're having here. So I'm seeing it as, could be a lack of self-confidence and maybe a lack of self-control, lack of planning maybe. Be careful about that. It's definitely a warning to consider. And even though it comes out in the reverse, it doesn't mean it can't be changed. Anything can be changed. It just depends on how you approach the situation in your mental space and your emotional space too. But so whatever is happening is gelling together, and that here today, gone tomorrow energy is dissipating. Let's see what else is going on for you, Taurus. There we go. In the immediate future, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. And for the card that represents you and how you appear to the world is the Fool in the upright. So let's start with this Page of Swords in reverse. Page of Swords, obviously it's not a knight, but it's a person bearing news, whether it be you or someone else. Could be a male or female, an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But it could also be within your chart. It could be an aspect of yourself. This could also speak to maybe some disappointing news because of possibly not planning something properly. Both of these cards speak to a possible lack of planning. And this Knight of Pentacles at the base of your spread, in order for the success for you to see it manifest as you wish to see it, really, really focuses on planning. Planning is important. Making your goals, setting your intentions, making them clear in your communications and with your personal intentions, like I said. So be sure that whatever this is, that this has been planned out well so that there isn't any disappointment that comes from that. This also could relate to someone playing mind games with you, someone like in a player energy, being confused or in mental fog, not seeing things clearly, not speaking out if something is happening that you don't like. But it also speaks to possibly being blunt or abrasive which could hurt people too as well. Or being cold, sarcastic, cynical, not saying anything. So be careful of that energy as we move forward here. We have the Fool representing you this month for January of 2020. This is how people are going to see you. This is how you're going to be approaching life in January. And the Fool speaks of new beginnings, adventures, and traveling, and innocence, and just a general idea of freedom, idealism, maybe even a little bit of carelessness or a lack of commitment to something because you're just caught up in the moment, you know. Could happen, you know. You're just so up in the clouds about, up in the clouds with this Page of Swords. You're just so up in your head in the clouds that things may not go the way that you'd like them to go. So make sure that you keep your mind clear and focused during your new beginning and your new year. All right, let's move on here. Oh, got another peekers. 2 more cards came out. So, in your environment, we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, which I like to see that in the 5 of Pentacles. And in your hopes and fears, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. That looks like a complete fear to me, but let's go back to this 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Reason why I like to see 5 of Pentacles in reverse, because 5 of Pentacles also very, very often speaks to being lonely, being left out, not being left out in the cold, people say, you know, being left out. That's not fun energy to be in. But with it being in reverse, it's an improvement. It's an improvement in the situation. It's an improvement in your finances and in your luck. It's the end of a hardship, and it's a positive change. So it's, you know, being well on your way to becoming financially secure. It's a recovery from losses, or even a recovery from an injury, perhaps. Which, you know, this is really resonating with me as I'm a Sun Taurus, so it's nice to see that in my environment, being able to have situation improve. Everybody likes to see their situation improve. So, regardless of whether or not you're planning, I'm seeing here, of whatever the situation is, it seems like it's all going to turn out for the best. But let's figure out what this final outcome card is first before I say that. This 5 of Pentacles in reverse could just mean that you're being welcomed and accepted in your environment, finally. Becoming employed so that your financial situation improves, like I said before. But it could also mean of letting go of relationships that don't serve you anymore. Freeing yourself from a situation that's made you unhappy. So, even though letting go of relationships can be hard, you know, it still serves your highest good. But it also could be speaking to the improving of your relationship as well. So, which also, goes towards, the highest good of all. And that's a really good card to be in your environment, and I'm really happy to see that. So, in your hopes and fears, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So, obviously, this is a fear, because I don't think anyone would ever hope for the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. But, here, I'll show you. 10 of Pentacles in reverse speaks to being afraid of some kind of inheritance being disputed or being excluded from something. Unexpected changes, or it could be you're afraid of a financial disaster or bankruptcy, huge losses or debts. Could also be an indicator of illegal activity for some, not all. It could be an indicator of rocky foundations. And, I think I will agree with that, because if your love situation's improving here, as we see from the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and with the 6 of Wands here in your situation, I can definitely see that there were some rocky foundations going on here. But you're overcoming that, it looks like. 10 of Pentacles could maybe speak to being cold-hearted about somebody or something. Being unstable, and usually in the sense of being in finances. But, since it's Pentacles, and Pentacles also refers to the physical world and, how you relate to it, it could be instability in any area of your life, because if you're emotionally unstable, you're going to be unstable in all of your ways, including your finances. So that makes a lot of sense. So let's go ahead and pull your final outcome card here. And let's see if we can put this all together here for you, Taurus. Final outcome for collective Taurus for January of 2020. Here it is. And we have the 6 of Pentacles in the upright. That speaks to equal giving and taking. Reciprocity between you and the person that you're dealing with here. I really see this as a relationship of some kind, whether it be a lover, family member, that wasn't always equal. Something that you've waited for. Long time, maybe years, to see the fruitfulness of reciprocity. So, don't dwell on your fears of what could happen. Just know that your situation's improving. You're in a new beginning, and this is starting to be divine timing here for you. Just be patient. The wait's been long, but it'll be worth it. Try not to be lost in your head and be too self-assured, or don't become cocky about this situation. Things will turn out just fine. So if you've been giving too much to whatever relationship this is. You know, your patience, your due diligence will reap you that success that you've been waiting so long for. The success, that thing that you've been so passionate about, that you've been looking forward to so much. Let's check the energy at the bottom of the deck. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Pentacles in reverse is instability. So this is some advice, is to stay grounded, stay stable in your emotions and your mind. Watch your thoughts, because positive thoughts will manifest this Six of Pentacles that you've been waiting so long to see the achievement for. You can do this. You can do this. So, take care of yourself. Self-care is important right now. Even if you have to take a step back and just focus on yourself. Give yourself a hot bath. Read a good book. Get rest. If you find yourself in a nervous or depressive state, meditate. It'll be good for you. So, thank you for watching, Taurus, and I'll see y'all later. Have a great day. Bye.